Yeah, this here is a piece of tiger oak. Tiger oak. You can see the. It's ancient. As you can see the saw marks along here, the mill saw marks. But these lines here make it look like a tiger. So they made a lot of furniture out of this back in the old days, tiger oak. And this piece here is a nice thick piece, and we were using it for an extra step to over there at the bench press for spotters to stand on. And you know, it was all beat up, wasn't finished like this or anything, and I always liked it. I didn't throw it. I got a wood burner in here, an ancient wood burner, and I almost chucked it in there a couple of times, but I thought, no, let's keep that thing. It's kind of cool for some reason. And so the thing was getting kicked around over there in the bench press, and you know, some people were using it I didn't think were the most dedicated in the world and stuff, and it was getting beat around. And so I kind of picked it up one day and I says, well, let's just sand it off, see what it looks like finished up. And I really didn't even do that much work on it to get it finished up. Painted the sides black, everything, but it's got nice texture here from the cuts, from the saw cuts, the mill cuts. And I like textures and that, so I was real happy with how it came out. And we still use it for a spotter stand, and if young guys are over there benching and they need to get their feet on something higher, they use this too. But it's the finish on it kind of preserves it and gives you the idea, like, hey, this piece of wood is not going to get chucked in with the rest of the junk stuff, burn up or whatever, given away or whatever. So anyway, I kind of, nowadays when I go to work out, I kind of make a little special, use this as a special foundation and put a couple reminders out here for me, little kind of mementos and stuff that kind of keeps the ideas centered in my mind of what I want to accomplish, how I want to accomplish them and stuff. And you hear so much today if you're on the internet and you're watching workout stuff, you're watching Olympic lifting coach and you're watching powerlifting coach and all the gimmicks, all the new ideas, so you're like, even an old guy like me is inundated with ideas, you know, and it's like, oh, there's another gimmick lift to try. Oh, this is a good idea here, and everything like that. And so, and you're always like, also some coaches will like just give you the idea of like you know, accomplishing something is, if you're not doing this or that, then you're not doing it right, or just so much crap that goes into your head that you know, even somebody older like me that's been around is still like going, geez, it gives you doubts about this and that. So what I do is I take this and use this for a platform, and then I'll show you a couple of the things that I put on here before I work out and leave them out here. And then when I'm done working out, I take them away. But these little reminders are like things like, okay, focus, be patient, and I'll show you those as we go along here. Well, also, while we're here at Bill's Barn Gym, we're going to give you just a couple of shots of the atmosphere here, and just things I like looking at, things I like to get my inspired here at the gym. I just like the way some things look around here, so we'll just let the pictures do the talking. It doesn't take much explaining why I love being around this gym. This here little block of steel has a lot of meaning to me. Holds a lot of meaning for me. I polished it up, put a finish on it, and I kind of like the way it looks. You know, like we got these cracks in it and stuff. It's just got a look I like, and I painted a target on here, and what that target stands for to me is when I start my workout, I want it uppermost in my mind. Good technique makes a good workout, you know, and this means more to me than all the gimmick lifts and all the coaching advice and this and that you know, you can hear during the week and all that. This is what I want to concentrate on. Getting good technique will make a good workout. You know, if you miss a lift or something, if you feel a little bit off, especially with any kind of Olympic lifting, you can be in powerlifting. It seems like you can maintain your consistency easier. In Olympic lifting, it seems like it's a lot easier to have small distractions throw you off. Once your technique is a little bit off for the day, it just seems like you can have rougher Olympic lifting workouts because of the fine-tunedness your technique needs to be, if that makes sense. Anyway, that's what's the first thing I want to do, is like, you're concentrating on your technique, you're going to get a good workout. So I've also, on this block, I've got a couple other things here. If you could read that. Let's see if we can move that and get that into camera range here. If you can read that, that says endure. And that's kind of been my motto for ENDURE. That's kind of been my motto since I started powerlifting. And you know, just kind of committed to doing it my way. And you know, my way is you know, not with PEDs. My way is just my way. But anyway, and that means a lot to me. That means stick with it. Don't give up. And then here we have this little flame painted on there. I think that's the flame that burns in everybody who's a dedicated athlete. I mean, you know, it just don't leave. Sometimes it goes smaller, sometimes it gets higher, but that's kind of the eternal flame in a dedicated athlete. That's what that stands for. And then here, it's just, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is an unpolished part of this block, which kind of and that symbolizes the loneliness of training hard and having to stick to training. And a lot of times, you feel like you're out there beating your head against the wall and it's just you without any support or anything. And that's what that stands for, is like, it's tough, so what? Anyway, that's the old block, and it kind of blends in with the tiger oak here, so I'd say those two go together, and I like it. Okay, there's step one on the old tiger oak here, and then we'll go to another couple more things we got. In between, we're working out here too. So now, what you got here symbolizes patience to me. This award was from 1978. Was at a meet called the Bob Moon Memorial, which ended up being a pretty tough meet for with a lot of big people coming to it every year. A lot of good power lifters. And in '78, I got lucky, and won this award. And it took me 5 years in powerlifting to get to this point. And so what this symbolizes for me is patience. That's one thing that you gotta have, going into it. Like, there's no substitute for it. The road is littered, absolutely littered, with names of people who did not have enough patience to stick to it. The payoff wasn't enough for them. It just didn't happen. Well, the payoff for 99.9% of powerlifters really isn't enough, and it's just another case of like, it's tough, so what, But anyway, this is what this symbolizes. So it's a well-preserved award, and it means a lot to me. The older I get, the more it means to me. But it signifies patience, which, I've developed. You still got to work on it, and I know that this road, the road to being patient, will lead to something good. So that's what we're aiming for. Well, probably don't take too much to figure out who this is. It's a symbol for Lady Luck, And the way I always look at things is, if you have the focus on your technique, get yourself great technique. That is always within the realm of possibility. Get the great technique, have the patience to stick with it, and go to the meets. You can't, one old saying I got is, you can't get lucky unless you go to the meet. And you go to enough of them, you stick to your basics, be patient, and someday Lady Luck's gonna smile on you, and I'm convinced of that. So that's why I keep going, because she's my favorite date, I'll tell you that. So anyway, Well, good luck to you, and you know, I like to doing this, so we'll have to say goodbye to Lady Luck now. So get to working out and doing something.